Hello, I'm Dr. Crawford. Today I'm going to share with you a few things about inflammation and pain and how to treat it naturally. Inflammation is, other than just helping take care of the pain, taking care of the inflammation has tremendous health benefits because inflammation is really behind about every disease there is. So it's very important from a health perspective to take care of the inflammation. So there are some favorites that I have that work real well, and I want to share a little bit about each of them. Number one is ginger. Ginger is just an all-star when it comes to remedies because it helps with so many different things. But it's a great anti-inflammatory. It has been called the natural aspirin because it has so many of the same characteristics that aspirin does without the side effects. So ginger is a great anti-inflammatory. Another one of my favorites is turmeric. Turmeric is a valuable anti-inflammatory. I personally, as a clinician, have found it to be particularly effective with inflammation that comes along with autoimmune processes, but turmeric is a great one. We know in countries like India, where they eat a lot of turmeric in their diet, they don't have nearly the amount of inflammatory processes that we have here in the United States. So the more they find out about turmeric, the more, the greater it looks all the time. They're even experimenting with it as a cancer therapy. It can lower inflammatory markers like C-reactive protein, which can indicate a cardiovascular risk, etc., etc. But even for joint pain and inflammation, turmeric is definitely one to consider. Another remedy that I like a lot is celery seed extract. Celery is just a phenomenal remedy, particularly for arthritis. Most people with arthritis need more sodium. Celery is high in sodium. It does so many different things. It helps the liver. People with gout can benefit from celery. Like I say, arthritis, high blood pressure, celery can be the remedy, whether you take it as a supplement, whether you eat the stalks or juice it, it's all good. So celery is definitely one to consider. Devil's claw is another great anti-inflammatory. Again, I don't have a lot of experience personally using it as a standalone remedy, but in combination with some others that we're talking about here, it has been extremely valuable. Devil's claw. Yucca. Yucca I like a lot. Yucca, a southwestern herb, particularly for osteoarthritis pain. It's just a fantastic anti-inflammatory with just an ancient history of efficacy. Boswellia, another one, a great anti-inflammatory. You can get Boswellia to take internally. There are companies that also have it as a topical that you can rub over an area of pain, and it soaks in, and it works very well as a topical as well. Omega-3s, I'm talking about fish oil. And when we're dealing with inflammation, krill oil as well. Krill oil actually has more anti-inflammatory properties than the fish oil. But omega-3s are anti-inflammatory and actually turn on the healing process of the body. Enzymes. Using enzymes for inflammation and pain is probably one of the biggest secrets that there is out there in the natural healing world. So let me just briefly go over the use of enzymes. Number one, proteolytic enzymes. Bromelain is one, or you can use protease, but bromelain is also one. Anytime that you would use ice, like right after an injury where you have a lot of heat and inflammation, proteolytic enzymes are the best remedy, and the sooner the better. it will get the injury under control and start the healing process immediately. People with swollen discs, they're in a lot of back pain. Using proteolytic enzymes will help to shrink the swelling around the disc and promote healing of that disc. That's proteolytic enzymes. Amylase is an enzyme that works wonderfully for skin. Anytime there's heat, redness of the skin, poison oak, rashes, but the skin is inflamed and red, you want to think amylase. Works wonderfully. Lipase is another enzyme that works particularly for swelling. Chronic swelling that just never seems to quite go away. Lipase can be of value here. I've seen people with sprained ankles that occurred 6-8 months ago, and yet they still have the swelling around the ankle. Lipase would be one of the remedies that I will start incorporating to get that swelling under control. So that's the use of enzymes. There are some topicals. Arnica is a great topical to help with pain and inflammation, particularly right after an injury. I find it very valuable. I also like collagen to help the body to repair. Collagen is the most abundant protein in the body, and it gives the body the resources, the raw materials to repair and rejuvenate. Let me just mention a couple things about diet. When you're trying to get pain and inflammation under control, diet is very, very important. The best diet, quite simply, is greens. Greens. You can't overdo the greens. I had a friend who was up for oral surgery in a couple of weeks, and he went on an all-green diet, and he had the surgery and never had to take a pain medication at all. What you want to do is decrease the acid-forming foods, the sugars, the wheat flour, the red meat. You want to decrease those in the diet and just think green when you're trying to get pain and inflammation under control. You also want to decrease dairy, and you want to decrease shellfish. Those items are very high in something called arachidonic acid that actually can fuel the pro-inflammatory pathways of the body. So think green. You can't go wrong, you can't overdo it, and juicing is a great way to go. So I want to encourage you to look at my website and see the other DVDs that we have available. I think you'll find a ton of information there that you'll find real valuable. Thank you very much.